Hey there, Griff Hamlin here. Welcome. Thank you for joining me today. I'm going to talk about a Clapton-esque move. I see him do this a lot in a slow blues. So as the video started, you heard me just kind of playing over my own little slow blues thing. I just put it in the looper. He does this a lot going to the 4 chord, and it's what I call a flurry. And it uses something that I call a tweedly. It's just, you know, all these fancy musical terms that we come up with. But it's really not very complicated, although it can be a challenge to move quickly. It's a little bit unique because it's really not in time. So you really kind of, in the back of your mind, you just sort of have to hear the band, you know, going and just sort of keep track of time somewhere else and then come back in when the 1 chord comes back. But let's say we're in a blues in E, right? So we're this kind of feel. And then when it goes to the 4, he does this a lot. So let's break that lick down because it's the same thing over and over again. I'm imagining, you know, good old box 1 in E. I won't go through box 1 right now because I've done it in many other videos. So hopefully you know that already, and we can just move on. So on the 2nd string, I have the 12th and 15th frets, right? So what I'm going to first do is pluck them, and I really want to dig in with the pick when I do this. Maybe even use downstrokes to really get them to pop. And then I'm going to do it what I call a tweedly, where I pluck the 12th again, hammer on 15 and pull it right back off. And then I go down to the 14th fret on the 3rd string. And really you just do that over and over and over again until it's time to come back to the 1 chord, right? So if I do it along with my track, I'll start it, okay? And here's the 4 chord. And now it's about time. So I like bend up to the E or something. It's not necessarily all that important what the next thing is that you do, and you can go anywhere from this. But it's a really good way, like let's say you're taking 2 choruses, okay, so you're gonna play 2 choruses of a slow blues, and you really kind of want to build it up and just really get that energy and that excitement going. Well, that's a really good place to do it. And because it's a situation where you can kind of play fast and dig in and play hard, but it's not super technically challenging. It's not like you're not trying to pull off one of those super speedy, you know, blues rock kind of moves. It's very still old school, still very, you know, kind of Albert King kind of thing. Very Clapton-esque. I mean, he does it all the time, but even guys before him were doing it too. And it's just a great move that fits in really well in that kind of setting because of slow blues, the time is kind of loose anyhow. So I hope you've enjoyed the video. Hope you got something out of it, and I will talk to you in the next one.